So then I did this last year reacting to Newport County FC24 ratings. We're going to do it for FC25. So we start off with Shane McLaughlin as a 63 overall. You can see their stats alongside as well in terms of like what they've gone up. I think McLaughlin is probably one of our better players on paper from what we saw last season and on paper as well. So 63 rated for Shane McLaughlin. And also the other player at 63 rated is Bryn Morris. They are the two highest rated players. And Bryn Morris has pretty much got an upgrade on most of his stats. Moving on to the 62s, then we've got two 62 rated players, starting off with Courtney Baker-Richardson, 62 rated. 69 pace, not too bad. Decent card there for Courtney Baker-Richardson. And then the second player at 61 is Anthony Glennon. So far, I think McLaughlin is a decent rating. Bryn Morris from the start he's had this season, you could probably put him down a few, but no, realistically, he's probably at the right rating. Courtney Baker-Richardson as well, maybe 63 at a push. I'd probably push Anthony Glennon up to a 63 as well, but moving on to 61s, Bobby Kamwa, Noah Mwene have both got a 61 rated. We've not seen too much of Noah Mwene, to be honest, really. Bobby Kamwa, if we put in Anthony Glennon 62, I think Bobby Kamwa deserves at least the same as Anthony Glennon, in my opinion. Matt Baker, James Clark, Kyle Hudlin, Luke Jeffcott, and Nick Townsend, all 60s. Matt Baker, I think he's probably been one of our better players this season so far. Defensively, looks good. Obviously, James Clark's injured at the moment to get him a 60 rated, but Kyle Hudlin as a 60, again, not really seen much of Kyle Hudlin, to be honest. Luke Jeffcott, 60 rated. I think he was like 61, 62 last year, wasn't he? Look, I like Jeffcott as a player, as a man. I think he's probably a decent bloke, but as a footballer, I don't really think he's the one. And then Nick Townsend, 60. Look, I don't think Nick Townsend is the one of the worst rated players in our team based off the ratings. I think he's definitely, if Bobby Kamwa is a 61 or Anthony Glenn's a 62, I think Townsend's in and around that area. Let's have a look at the rest of the squad. Moving on to the last 60 rated, Aaron Wildig. From the start that he's had so far, I'd probably put him up to a 61, but 60 is fair enough. 59, we've got Kieran Brennan, Carl Jameson as the 59 rated. Again, I'd probably knock Brennan up to a 60. I think he's on the level of potentially an Aaron Wildig if we give him Wildig a 60. Carl Jameson, 59. Then moving on to the 58s, we've got Cameron Evans, Kieran Evans, both 58 rated. Again, EA probably don't know much about these. This is why we've got so low ratings. Cameron Antwi, 57. Kiban Rai, 57. Josh Sebri, 57. Joe Thomas, 57. Kiban Rai maybe could have got a higher rating, I think, same as Cameron Antwi. But again, FC or EA are not really going to know the true ratings of these players because they just haven't been in previous iterations of the game. And then we got Kai Whitmore as a 56, Jacob Carney 55, Nathan Wood 55. Kai Whitmore, from that first game against Doncaster that we've seen him at Rodney Parade, probably saying 99, but again, these ratings are going to be determined off have they watched them play, and the answer is no, so they've put them very low. They may get, a winter upgrade if those things still happen in the game, or will be available for evolutions during the game. Let's have a look at the final few players. And then moving on to the final two, Michael Spellman as a 54 rated and Nelson Sanka 51. Again, like I said, they've not watched any of Michael Spellman and Nelson Sanka. They probably didn't watch any of him at the back end of last season. Let me know your thoughts on those player ratings. Are some of them harsh? We've not got a single player 64 or higher, so 63 is the highest player with Shane McLaughlin and Bryn Morris. Let me know your thoughts on Newport County's FC25 ratings, but for me, again, I look at it and I think, they just don't watch League 2, so how can you really, give a fair estimate? But those are the ratings. Let me know your thoughts down below. Like and follow if you're watching on TikTok. Subscribe on YouTube and let me know your thoughts down below.